I'm Reverend Meta. Join me for another MASTERPLAY. This time we're going to be doing Killer Instinct, a very unique fighting game that came out during the huge boom in the 70s when Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter were all over the place, and people were actively avoiding the King of Fighters games and other stuff from SNK. I liked a lot of the characters in here. Orchid was my favorite overall, and I also liked Fulgore. But Orchid just really clicked with me, her play style, and I mastered her very quickly and could just destroy everyone, including the computer. Like, as you can see here, even though I'm playing on very easy, I just did that for the speed of the video, but I'm still doing very well. Here I'm just kind of, I guess I was just kind of baiting the computer, letting it do well, to kind of give it a false sense of confidence. That way I could come back in a strong way and just really destroy it. This fighting game was unique for its combo system and loud narrator, and it also had these pre-rendered CG characters rather than the realistic style of Mortal Kombat or the hand-drawn look of Street Fighter. Fuck! Okay, TJ Combo is just a broken character. Way overpowered. Alright, here we have Killer Instinct 2. I only ever got to play this a few times because it was actually kind of hard to find in the arcades where I was. But I liked the new characters they added, and I liked most of the changes they did to the characters that were already there, Fulgore included. I actually don't like how they changed Orchid that much, and I ended up playing Fulgore and Maya a lot more in Killer Instinct 2. But anyway, I also mastered the character in this game and could do huge combos. In this one, it was a little more difficult to do combo breakers, but it was a little bit easier to do shadow counters, and that made it kind of interesting. And here they would actually differentiate between auto combos and manual ones, with manual combos being more difficult to break and doing more damage. This one also has hyper-realistic graphics compared to the other one. The arcade version of this was pretty great. They had a version on N64 called Killer Instinct Gold that was most of 2 with a few additions and changes, but it kind of looked and played like garbage. I don't know. A lot of people like it, but those people that like it are little Nintendo fanboys, and their opinion doesn't matter. God, look at me tearing up Saberwolf. Yeah, overall Killer Instinct, it had a nice flavor because of the characters, where it had monsters like Spinal, Riptor, Saberwolf, Gargos, and Idol. And the main characters were cool, even the ones that they were a little semi-generic, like Jago. Fulgore basically played like a Shoto from Street Fighter. Orchid was very much a Chun-Li. Yeah, they say Maya, I call her Maya. She was my main character in the game, but here I'm playing Orchid just to keep this continuity, showing her changes throughout the series. A big thing about Killer Instinct, besides the combo system, the presentation, the way they had the now loud narrator, and the music was really good. Honestly, most fighting games do have pretty good music, but you don't tend to notice it a lot, whereas Killer Instincts always stood out. Okay, I think those noises were supposed to indicate that it's Orchid's sexy. I mean, she kind of is, I suppose. I like the thong thing she's wearing. She has nice booty meat. Yeah, I remember listening to the Killer Instinct soundtrack a lot when I was younger. It would come with the game, and it was a jam. I didn't have the game when it first came out, but my friend that got it gave me the soundtrack, so I would listen to it a lot. And then later on I got the game for myself, played it on Super Nintendo, which was good. Even though it was a big downgrade from the arcade version, it still played really well. They had it tuned nicely. Alright, and here we have Killer Instinct 3, exclusively for the Xbox One. Originally developed by Double Helix, I believe it was, and they got moved to Iron Galaxy Studio, who I think handled it better overall. The way they changed it is good overall. There's even more combos than before. There's a better system for the combo breakers, and you can even potentially counter a combo breaker in the middle of your combo by doing a certain move if you know someone's habits and can anticipate it. So there's a lot of cool risk-reward things that go on. And besides the obvious graphical and audio improvements, which Killer Instinct already had good audio, but it gets even better in 3. The biggest improvement is right here. You see it has to sync to their servers when you first start, and it takes roughly 2 calendar weeks. And I really like that because it gives you plenty of time to do other things, like you can go work on a construction site real quick to make some extra cash. You can go on a vacation, you can take a couple different cruises, and then when the game actually loads, you know, you will be able to accomplish a lot of other things in those 2 weeks that just went by. There's a lot of stuff on the interface now. The game has grown and changed a lot since its first release. You can hear that classic music in the background. Alright, so now I'm going to show you Orchid in story mode. Down, 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 da da da, da da dun dun, down, down, down. Fight on! So there's Orchid's bio and stats real quick. You can see they changed her look a little bit for this new release, but they do also have a retro costume for her, which makes her look just like she was in the original. And you can go in and customize a little bit. There's like 4 different sets for different parts of the character, and you can mix and match them. But I'm not going to bother showing that because the true essence of MASTERPLAY is just, you know, demonstrating mastery of the character and the fighting style. So prepare to be amazed.
One step closer to flushing out Ultra Tech.
Supreme victory! on.
Here with Killer Instinct 4, the developers went in a very different direction, almost making it more like Soul Calibur. And I don't understand their need to make characters anatomically correct. That seems kind of weird, especially in this day and age with social justice warriors and other people that are frightened by genitalia. Well, that guy has some hairy legs and really high socks. Kind of the worst tan lines I've ever seen. Yeah, this Killer Instinct is by far the worst. Gameplay-wise, it just doesn't have the same feel of previous Killer Instinct games. They kind of dropped the ball. This one just feels way more like Soul Calibur. I'm still awesome at it though.